Hello, welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle. I am doing a reading for the collective, which is timeless as always. And I've just put some prosperity dust here on the table. I'm going to be looking at who's coming toward you. For all you single people out there, love reading. I don't know. I suppose that it doesn't have to be love if that's not your thing. You can still apply it to other parts of your life. Feel free to do so. But I'm going to be leaning into the love, romantic love kind of thing. So we're going to start with who is this person and what's their situation? I'm going to go with the Wisdom of the Oracle. Who is this person and what is their situation? We've got Unfinished Symphony in reverse, number 10. In the process of closing something out or resisting closing something out. Yin, number 2. But then actively ready to receive something new. Happy in reverse, 26. It's like they're ready for something new before they've fully ended something else. And that could even just be energetically. Yeah, they could have walked away from someone or something already. But they're still, at the very least, thinking about that situation. There's more to process, more to resolve. And it could be that they're trying to bypass that and just kind of ignore the elephant in the room and start something new. So they're like, okay, I'm ready, bring it. And it's not working out for them, or they're not getting what they want. And so they could be feeling kind of bummed out because they don't want to have to deal with the past. They just want something new to kind of like smooth it over almost. Problem with that is that if you don't heal the past, if you don't fully close it out, then what usually ends up happening is then you end up kind of projecting the past situation on the new person, and then it doesn't work out anyway. So anyway, this person does have some work they need to do on some kind of situation to close it out, because it's leaving them not happy. So how will you know this person? I want to go to the Modern Life Oracle. How will you know who this person is? Plant Parent in reverse. Okay. I have a hard time keeping plants alive. Influencer Wannabe, upright. Emoji Overuser in reverse. Maybe this person has a tough time with using their words. So they rely a lot on emojis. Let me see. Let me do a little bit of reading here. First off, what is this Plant Parent in reverse? Of course, I gotta find it. And of course, they did not put these in alphabetical order. I think this one is... It's in here somewhere. I know, because I've looked before. So, there it is. Okay. I really do. It would be good to put this in a binder. Sheep protectors. Okay, Plant Parent. In reverse. Botanical Massacre. Not every plant can thrive on neglect and good intentions. Oh dear, it seems your indoor garden has become more of a plant hospice. A reverse plant parent suggests your nurturing skills need some fertilizer. Your unkillable cactus just wrote its last will and testament, and that's actually happened. I've killed a cactus. I know, it's crazy. And the rest of your plants are planning a mass exodus. Time to revive your green thumb before your basil turns into potpourri. How can you apply your caregiving skills to other areas of your life? So this person has, they may have some issues with nurturing others, certainly nurturing their plants. But it could partly be because of being this influencer wannabe in a good way, because it's upright. Yeah, maybe they're really like involved with some kind of project, doing something online, like on YouTube. Your personal brand is on point, but is it really you? When the influencer wannabe card strikes a pose in the upright position, your curated life is getting all the double taps. You're painting your world in Valencia and Juno, turning mundane moments into must-see content. Your ability to find the Insta-worthy in the everyday is impressive. Just remember, candid shots usually take the most effort to stage. So this person is, they're at the top of their game with something, and they're very active and busy with it, and they're doing really well. But there could be other parts of their life that are getting neglected. They're so busy they don't have time to think out a thoughtful response, and so they just send some kind of emoji response. They may struggle with their words, or they may struggle with writing. I can relate to that. But overall, they are very influential, and they're very good at whatever they are doing here. So, okay. So let's look at how this person sees you. I'm gonna get some cards from the Radical Abundance deck. And then I think I'll do some tarot too. How does this person see you? Access. Okay, so we have the two parrots here, and then the bright, shiny sun. It's like you're allowing access to this person. There's something about you two being, it's like they see you as a perfect match for them. Somehow they're getting access to you, or you're giving them access to you, and I think they see you as they feel happy around you. There's with the sun shining here, they feel light and warm. They want to go frolic in the flowers. Nurturing. So you bring the nurturing energy to the table where they lack that. So there's something, so they really appreciate that about you, especially because I think they are aware that they struggle in that department. And if you know them already, you've already shown them some kind of nurturing, right? Yeah, they've seen you do that, or maybe this is just a general energy that you give off. Or when they meet you, there's gonna be something where they feel really warm and held. And then we have gifts. There's a panda here. And I think there are trees. There are pine trees in the eyes. Yeah. Okay, so you may like to be out in nature, hiking or whatever, this person could feel like you are a gift. You may, maybe gift giving is something you're really good at. Maybe you give this person gifts, or this person appreciates whatever you bring to the table that feels like a gift. Yeah. This one, no. Let's go with this one. I'm gonna do the Tarot of Transcendence. I want to know a little bit more about how this person sees you. King of Swords in reverse. Well, there's your dark side, apparently. What? Four of Swords. Ace of Swords. Oh, wait, what is this King of Swords in reverse? Five of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment in reverse. I think this is what you've been through. I don't think this King of Swords in reverse is you. This is the narcissist card for me. I think that you have dealt with some loss, feeling left out in the cold. Maybe you were blamed by someone for some kind of loss, or you're blaming yourself for allowing yourself to have gotten caught up in something where you got the rug pulled out from under you by a narcissist or someone with heavy narcissistic traits. And so you detached, you went into kind of healing mode, you pulled back, you've been resting, you've been kind of healing and overcoming the loss here. Doing some introspection as well, about this person. Someone who is potentially not even capable of an apology, and you're having to just process on your own. I get the impression there's no whatever loose ends you need to tie up, it's on your end. This person isn't a part of that. But through all of this introspection and going within and resting and meditating and taking care of yourself, you're gaining some kind of clarity. You're rising up. You're seeing things in a new way. You're seeing the truth of the matter. And you have some kind of new beginning here because of all that you've learned, all that you've kind of worked through because of a difficult situation. And I think that's what's even more impressive to this person, is that it's been really difficult. You probably identify as an empath with this nurturing here, because even though it's been really tough what you've gone through with this King of Swords in reverse, you're, in whatever loss you have incurred, you're still this very nurturing person. It's just a part of who you are. And at least so far, you are not so jaded that you're like Queen of Swords in reverse. So this person sees the journey that you've been on, this healing journey, and they're pretty impressed by you. So this is how they see you. How do they Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my nose is itchy. There's some confirmation right there. How does this person feel about you? How do they feel about you? I'm just looking to see. Let's look at the Forest Spirits Oracle. Maybe we will be blessed by the typos as well. How does this person feel about you? Owl Spirit. Soul Search. Access your intuition and trust your instincts as you seek deeper understanding. They feel like you are, because you are very intuitive. I'm feeling very empathic. And this person, it's like you're shining a light on something that they never thought about before or never encountered before. You're helping them to do a deep dive into their own soul. You're teaching them how to access their own intuition. It's like you're naturally a deep thinker, a deep feeler. And so this person, they feel like that's what this access is, I think. You're helping them access a new, deeper understanding of themselves. Stag Spirit, leadership. Stand tall as your true self and lead with confidence, integrity, and compassion. So you're in some kind of leadership role here. Like I said, they think very highly of you. They feel like you're a fair and just leader. You lead whatever you're doing, even if this is just, in your own little corner of the world, your own little, your friend group or your family. You have a lot of confidence and integrity. You could be a parent even. Confidence, integrity, and compassion. You've got a lot of compassion here, especially with that nurturing. And Mushroom Spirit, hidden wonder. Beauty often arises from surprising places, so find the hidden wonders in your life. Yeah, this person, they find you very attractive. Like you are very beautiful to them inside as well as out. And I think they feel like you showed up out of nowhere. And to have you show up was very surprising to them, or will be. You're like a hidden wonder in their life. There's something very healing about you and your energy. I'm just thinking about mushrooms, fungus. It cleanses, it detoxes, it naturally kind of transmutes things or alchemizes things, toxic things into not toxic things. So yeah, this person sees you as really powerful, but this very quiet type of power. It's very sweet, gentle type of power, but you're also very confident. And yeah, they feel like you're the whole package here, because you're very deep as well. You know how to transmute energies, toxic things into not toxic things. So okay, so what's hidden? What do you need to know that's going on behind the scenes? What's hidden? No. Let me look at the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. What's hidden? What's going behind the scenes? What would be good to know about what's going on with this person? The Black Cat. Lost, magic, atonement, rebalance. 30. Yeah, this person somewhere along the way lost their magic. And you are the epitome of magic to this person. They're in the process of atoning for something, getting themselves rebalanced. This person could have a black cat. Crows are significant here as well. Yeah, they've been in the process of trying to get themselves rebalanced back on track, where they kind of focused too hard on one thing and neglected other things. And then we have Alice in a Sea of Tears, cast away out of your depth, feeling abandoned. That's where this lost magic. That's what happened. How this person feels like they lost their magic. They feel like they were abandoned, cast away, cast out. I think this is a part of why they feel drawn to you. There's some mirroring here, right? Because you've been cast out in some way, and they see how, like, feel like you're just like them. Like you get them in a way because you've been through difficulties. That's a part of why they're impressed, because they're like, wow, you never lost your magic. How'd you do that? Teach me how to get my magic back, please. Dragonfly mermaid, you've attracted wonderful news. I mean, who knows what this news is? This could be, I mean, it could be as simple as like meeting you or finding out that you exist, or a friend telling them that, I don't know, if you know about them, maybe you confided in a friend, and then that friend went and told them, like, so and so thinks you're cute, whatever this wonderful news is, though, it's turning all of this around. This news could even be like, this person asks you out and you say yes. I mean, that's news. Whatever, I don't know what, or maybe it's news about kind of, maybe they are finally deciding to close out a cycle that's been plaguing them for a while. Anyway, okay, so what are their next actions? Let me go with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. What are this person's next actions? Hanged Man. Well, they're not taking action just yet. Pisces, they're thinking about it. They're trying to gain a new perspective around their situation, around you, how you fit into things. They're working through everything. I'm trying to make sense of the picture, because her dress is clouds, sky and clouds, and then she's hanging from a zipper, and then there's sky and clouds behind all of this. And so it's like thinking about something going on in the mind, and by taking time to go within to try and see things from a new perspective, it's unveiling a bigger understanding about the mind, right? Something like this. And then we have 5 of Wands in reverse. This person does not want to play games. They do not want drama. They don't want conflict. They don't want arguing or anything like that. They're coming in very peacefully, or they're thinking about how they want to show up very peacefully. They want to meet you where you're at. They don't want to come in with a bunch of like manipulation tactics, which is good. And 4 of Cups. I feel like this person is, they're, they're telling themselves it won't work out before it's even begun. I think they feel like they don't match you, that they aren't at your level, and so why even bother? Why even try to reach out or let you know how they feel? Because um they're under some kind of shadow. They could be under somebody else's shadow. Maybe there's something going on in their life. Or maybe this is somebody from their past that's, it's kind of a lingering energy of just like, why even bother? There's always a shadow there. Not realizing that they could get themselves out. I feel like this is what this unfinished symphony is about. It's like they need to actively get out of somebody else's shadow that somebody else is casting. Maybe this person avoids conflict with this Five of Wands in reverse. Maybe that's a part of their MO, is they don't deal with things that need to be dealt with because they hate conflict. But yeah, so they're not taking action. They're a little bit stuck here. Feeling disappointed, I don't know, in themselves or in, I don't know, something. So I want to know how. Let me go with my I can grab it. My black deck and what fell over. 8 of Cups. Interesting. I'm not going to take it, but that's notable. 8 of Cups. Where are you at with this person? Like, let's say you know this person or you have met them already, or yeah, like, what do you think about them? Death? Scorpio energy. They could have prominent Scorpio placements. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Ace of Cups in reverse. Is this somebody you dealt with already? Is this someone from your past? I don't... Oh, the past keeps coming back. I guess the past always comes back, doesn't it? It's like something ended here between you two because of this person's toxic ways, and there's a breakup. There's an ending. It ended before it started. What is this? Death. The Empress in reverse. Because of it. Oh, God. So this person could have put you in a third-party situation with an Empress in reverse, 5 of Cups, and left you, I don't know, like somehow there's something here where you feel like this person I don't know, there's a loss here again. This is the loss that you went through. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. They know what you went through because I feel like they were the reason for it. What is this? What's this Devil? Hierophant. It could have had Taurus, prominent Taurus placements. Ace of Swords in reverse. There was a Hierophant here. Someone who was pretending to be, this person was pretending to be something they weren't. And they were actually a liar. Or they lying to themselves, lying to you, lying to everyone, who knows. There's, with this 8 of Swords in reverse, it's like they're a spin doctor. It's like they're able to talk around things and make it sound like they know what they're talking about, and maybe they're even in a position of power, but it's all a bunch of BS, and they're actually the devil in disguise. It's giving, like, you know, it makes me think of, you know, these priests, Catholic priests that were, you know, like for years and decades were systematically abusing the children. That's what it feels like. So this person is not a good person, and they put you in a third party, and they're lying and not being truthful and super toxic and whatever. And so there was an ending here. Ended before it started. The Emperor in reverse. We've got the Empress and the Emperor in reverse here. There could have been this person and someone else who were pulling the strings in the background to get one over on you. What is this? 7 of Cups in reverse. And so you got clarity about who this person is. Oh, they're actually really toxic and controlling. They just want, it's my way or the highway with them. And so this ended. There's no room for growth in this situation. So you're like, so this is how you feel about this person. You're like, it's over. It's over. It's done. I'm not dealing with toxicity. No, thank you. So that's how you feel. And that's why they're on ice. That's why. So maybe this 4 of Cup, they're like, I don't want to fight. And also I feel bad because how I treated you. And maybe this shadow is just their own actions following them around, you know, karma. So then potential outcome, let's look at the Moonology deck. I was so hopeful this would be someone new. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. I think that's what both of you are doing. Although this person more than you, I think. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. This person is kind of, they're starting to see. They're starting to understand that they were taking from you, and you were gladly giving because you're nurturing, you're an empath, you're a giver. And this person was like, oh, happily, you want to give? Sure, I'll take more. Oh, you want to give more? Great, I'll take more. But there was never a like it didn't occur to them that they needed to give back to you, because they don't give, they don't nurture. It's not a part of their MO. They're focused on themselves and how they can get the most likes and tweets and whatever. Communication is key. So I feel like this person is going to be coming back around to tell you that they want to give back, that they feel like they didn't give, they realize they didn't give to you. They're wanting to communicate to you how they think that it could be better, or they could be better. They could make this be what it never was. It didn't get off the ground. Now they're like, no, but I see how we can make this work. But I don't know, like, let's look at with what deck though. How does this benefit you? Let me go with my Angel Tarot. How does this all benefit you? The Hermit, Archangel Raziel. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So you're definitely you're using this situation to become wiser. And you're meditating, you're contemplating, and this is, did I say Virgo energy? this is allowing you to access a deeper part of yourself that you hadn't before. Because, yeah, through all this pain, you've had a lot of growth. And I'm thinking about the Four of Swords here. You know, Hermit is the major arcana version of the Four of Swords. So, you know, you really have been healing, going within, gaining wisdom, the self-discovery. And then we have the Moon, Archangel Haniel, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So, and then we have, this is Pisces and also Cancerian energy. And so, you're tapping into your intuition. The situation has like in a really deep way, you've had a spiritual glow up. Pretty major here. And here it's like maybe you're recognizing that you had premonitions. Your intuition was telling you a lot about what was going on with this person, and then everything kind of happened, whatever this person did, and it left you thinking, I knew it, and I wasn't paying attention, or I wasn't listening, or I didn't want to believe it. And so you're recognizing how intuitive and insightful you actually are. And you've also, this has helped you to release fears of some kind. It could be fear of just showing up in a powerful way. Always giving, always letting someone else have the spotlight. Now you're taking the spotlight. Not as a way to get attention, but just as, it's like having gone through what you've been through, you're like, oh, I'm a lot stronger than I realized. And now you're able to kind of extend your compassion and your understanding and your encouragement and support to others who have been through something similar. Or even if not something similar, you're like, I still get I know what it feels like to be in pain, to be hurt, to feel loss. And that's a part of what makes you such a great leader. And then we have Awakening, Archangel Gabriel. This one is, what is this one? Oh, this is Hangman again. Yeah, look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. And that's what you're doing. And stand still. You're focusing on you. This has benefited you in an amazing way, because you're seeing yourself and your life in a new perspective, from a new perspective. And you're learning how to be yourself in a very genuine, authentic way. So let's finish with a cheeky message from Spirit. You're magnetic. Stop doubting it. Or do. It's still working. You're magnetic. Yeah. Like I said, you've had this spiritual glow up. And that has magnetized you. And you can doubt it or not, but that magnetism is what's putting you in this leadership role. People are naturally drawn to you, and they're like, ooh. You know, the collective has something really important to share. That thing you thought was rejection, it was Spirit doing quality control. Yeah. Yeah, everything happened so that you could move toxic energy out of your life. Spirit was like, all right, enough with this nonsense. It is time. And yes, it's painful, but also it was necessary, because that is what boosted you in this major way. So, all right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.